Those little darting runs. Lockwood, they'll be looking to him in this second half, will Widnes, for a little bit of inspiration and firepower. And referee Lindop reckons that was an over-robust challenge by Tony Duke, and so it's going to be penalty kick to Widnes. There's a very nice atmosphere here at Ellen Road. 40,000 in the ground. Never a hint of any trouble at these Rugby League Cup finals, as Mike O'Neill comes into it now for Widnes. Adams and Lockwood, the architects really in the pack. Adams in particular not really being able to bring his experience to bear on this game. Perhaps he will now. Gregory, good ball for Gawley. Took the catch at the second attempt, but held on well. And Widnes looking for an early score in this second half to get back into the game, really. Oh, didn't O'Neill do well to slip that one through to Basnett? And there's going to be a talking to now, as Stone is pulled out there by Fred Lindop. Penalty to Widnes. Mick Burke again punts it high into the Ellen Road crowd. And those are the Widnes supporters there, so they'll certainly get the ball back in a hurry. As we said, the Chemics needing a try now. Lockwood trying to set it up. Ooh, and that really was a bit of a rough and tumble. I think that if that had landed on my jaw, I wouldn't have woken up until about a week next Friday. Adams trying to bring Burke into it. Such a strong lad is Mick Burke. Adams again. Better moments these for Widnes. Oh, he didn't know where to give the ball, and that must be a penalty. Had to be a penalty there, as Topless tried to get in on that one. It was Eric Hughes who brought him crashing down. Penalty kick for Hull. If Topless had got away then, he might have taken some stopping. That's a good kick from Paul Prendeville. So you'll hear the roar of the early birds from the Hull fans now. Stone, oh, making very good ground. Inside the 25. Coming up is Tyndall. He'll not get far. Not with three men hanging on like that. Duke, missing out Skerritt. Norton knocks it back and tries to go through. Yeah. I think one or two of the Widnes supporters were relieved that the whistle had gone then. It looked as though Norton was going all the way to the post unopposed. So down they go again. Andy Gregory to slip the ball into the scrum. And this time it is out for Widnes. Keith Elwell doing his job there. Nick Adams rolling over on his back to try and make it outside the 25. Progress not easy at the moment. Prescott. Roughed down there by Norton and Stone. The Widnes trainers on. In fact, it's the whole trainer coming on to have a look at Tony Dean. And there's Tony Dean, who just got a knock on the back of the neck, I think, there. And Mick Adams, long kick and straight into the hands of Gary Campbell. Now he can go. Oh, he can shift. Still going. Gary Campbell skips through those challenges so well. Now Skerritt, he's not short of a yard of pace either. Dean looks all right again. Feeds Norton. Topless lost it. Gregory picks it up and he's off. Oh, and charged down just in time with the ball knocked back. So Cunningham, made it a good chance now for Elwell. Back inside for Basnett, and would you believe it? The first real pass that John Basnett has had all night, and he knocks on. No wonder he's keeping hold of the ball now, just to get the feel of it. So the scrum down inside the Widnes half, but it's there put in. Out, the first scrum won by Hull this half. Luluai. Kemble's up there again. He's done so well in attack, Gary Kemble, tonight. Always seems available on attack. Luluai again. Tries to straighten up. Gregory won't let him go far. Kemble stayed up once more. Not a very good game, Gary Kemble. So's Charlie Stone. Well, Hughes it is who drags him down. Duke at the play the ball, finding Skerritt in support. Inside the 25 now. Just 2 tackles left. As Norton tries to find a way through. Evaded the challenge first of all of Gawley, but not that of Adams. Perhaps a drop goal attempt here if they can work it back, which they can, but the... Oh, and now referee Lindop's going in amongst them. The whole supporters booing, and it's a scrum down. Considerable advice being administered to the referee from beneath me. He's listening to none of it. Fred Lindop's heard it all before. So if Hull could win this scrum, they'd be in a good position. Down they go again, once they pick themselves off the floor. Well, they're almost wheeling the wrong way. Somebody's put them in the right direction again. Penalty to Widnes. Foot up in the scrum. And referee Lindop points to Tony Duke. It was you, he says. I think I do like about rugby league refs, they never leave the crowd in any doubt as to the decision they've given.
Attention please, ladies and gentlemen. We ask spectators in the stand at the scoreboard end to move into the middle a little bit, please. Spectators in the stand out of the scoreboard to move into the middle. Still people trying to get into the ground.
On the burst was Lockwood, and would you believe it, we're 5 minutes into the second half and people are still trying to get into this match. Shades of Odsal Stadium in 1954, when there were thousands then locked out as well. All very healthy for the state of the Rugby League's finances, though. No doubt about it, this is one of the biggest crowds they've seen at Ellen Road for a long time. Now Ilwell trying to get going. Oh, Hughes came up well then. That was a touch of the old Eric Hughes. Tyndall gives him a clout round the back of the head just to make sure he stays down. And Adams will look for the high one, the up and under. Kemble's under it, good catch. Taken by Adams, but Gary Kemble firm under pressure. He's had a marvellous game. Tyndall was a bit of an ambitious pass, but it came off all right. And Norton relieves the pressure, trying to find Skerritt, and Topless, who was coming up behind him, couldn't quite get the ball away in time. Oh, and O'Neill catches his man round the head, and there could have been trouble there. Referee says play on. Good tackle, he says. It's not a game for softies, is it? And there's going to be a kick here from Steve Evans, and that looks a good kick. It's going to certainly make Stuart Wright chase back, caught it under the chin. Basnett. Did I say right? I did. Basnett, of course, on the left wing. Oh, and good strength from John Basnett. Cunningham. He never seems to go down. Look at that, even now, he still won't go down. Plays the ball to himself, he wants another run. Feeds right, this time I've got the right man. Right again, over the halfway line. Collared by Evans. But Widnes really will be looking for a try soon in this game now. Still trailing, of course, by 8 points to 2. There's Gregory, the man you feel could do it. That's a good pass. Oh, and it was all a little bit too wild. The idea was excellent. Here's Gregory once more, scampering through, and what a good tackle that was. Two men in there with Stone and Sullivan. Here's Mick Adams showing the ball, trying to work his way through. Prescott's been injured in the middle of it all. Picks himself off the floor. Can't stay down here tonight. There's the trainer arriving, and Prescott shoos him off.
The reception in front of the main stand. Mr. Palfreyman of the Bayhorse Fairburn to the reception at the front of the main stand.
Now, possession all important in rugby league, and Hull have certainly had the majority of that from the scrums, but it's Widnes now who get a penalty kick. A headbutt in the scrum. So Hull conceding valuable ground as McBurke lost the ball once more into the fans. And that was an excellent kick too. 20 yards from the Hull line. Adams, O'Neill coming up like a rampaging bull, Mike O'Neill, when he gets going. And Crane clinging on for dear life to that right leg. They're trying to work the scissors. Goal it was who came through, and it was Crooks that wouldn't let him get any further. Adams, Lockwood, and no room for Lockwood. Here's Keith Elwell. Familiar little running of style of his, and Hughes now looking for the gap, looking this way and that and not finding one. So Elwell sets the play going once more with Adams. We've got plenty of men. Here's Lockwood, surely not Brian Lockwood to make it all the way to the line. Elwell maybe. And they've lost the ball. Well, that's been the story of Widnes' night, perhaps. They've got so close and yet they're so far. They really were in a good position to set something up then. Norton caught there by O'Neill and by Gregory, so it's little Dean. Tony Dean's had a very good match as replacement for Kevin Harkin, and did detect a smile on his face there, but then his team are leading 8-2. Now a chance for Wright, that ball falling straight into his lap. He can't evade Prendeville though. Good challenge by the Hull left winger. And Widnes have lost it once more. Here is Prendeville once more, this time in an attacking guise. Caught down by Gregory, and he wheeled round it, Prendeville, and let one fly straight into Gregory's face. But the little man looked as though he didn't feel it. Adams. Oh, if he can slip this one away. Oh, and that's a very good challenge, and they've lost the ball again. Well, that's the third time now that Widnes have lost the ball in the space of a couple of minutes when they've been in good attacking positions. One wonders if it's not going to be the Chemics' night. And Duke waiting for support there, which eventually arrived in the shape of Tyndall. Scrum down. Again, the booing is from the Hull contingent. Referee Lindop explains his decision to all and sundry. And down they go once more. What a lively match this is. It would be certainly livelier if Widnes got to try to get right back in the hunt. That's going to be a penalty for Widnes. So once again, Mick hoists it high into the road. And this time the play of the ball, it's inside the 25. Lockwood now, coming up is Adams. Here's Gregory, tried to find him, Gregory dancing his way through. Skip has two challenges, eventually bundled down there by Charleston. It's a much better start for the second for Widnes as Hughes has to get enough springboard for Prescott. Surrounded by black and white hoop shirts, and a penalty for Widnes. They roughed him up too much, according to referee Lindop, who pointed to his lip to suggest that they should complain either. So a real chance now for Mick Burke to put more points on the board for Widnes. Looking to reduce the deficit to 8-4. And again, the whole fans didn't appreciate the decision. But Widnes badly need the points from the boots to make Burke to stay in this game. Straight. And it's Hampton up as well. 8 points to 4 then, and Mick Burke hands his second penalty of the night. So Hull's lead is cut, and Lee Crooks now kicks off once more. It's going straight to Stuart Wright, who has to control it with a boot. And once more, Prenderville's caught him. He's not missed him once tonight. One of those familiar right gallops. O'Neill. Familiar run of Mike O'Neill, unable to take him far, so it's left to Gawley. Lockwood. Well, Brian Lockwood's still got a bit to do if he's to win that 5th Cup Winners' medal. Oh, good little kick through by Gregory. He's collected it as well. Oh, this is pure genius. Oh, can Gregory go all the way? Oh, that was wonderful play by the little scrum half. That's why they're tipping him as a Great Britain star of many years to come. And this is better. Cunningham shoring out for Wright. He must make it in the corner. And that's all down to that spark of brilliance initially from Andy Gregory. The little chip through, he caught the ball, he went on, and from the play of the ball, Cunningham sending Stuart Wright in, and we've got a cup final on our hands now. Widnes have cut the lead. It's 8 points to 7 with the conversion kick to come. So Stuart Wright does what he did at Wembley in the first match. He puts his name on the score sheet. And it's down to Mick Burke to see if he can nose Widnes in front, having been behind since a few minutes before half-time. Well, cup finals are often won by individual sparks of brilliance, and that was certainly what we saw there from Andy Gregory. Well, the boos and the whistles in the crowd suggest there are more here from Hull than there are from Widnes. And Burke's kick, it looks plumb. Oh, well. We're disappointed with that. 8-7 it is then. Hull keep their noses in front. But having gone the scent of a try, Widnes will come out looking for more now. They'll be rejuvenated by that. Here's the try scorer. Will run it as far as he possibly can. Tries down the middle, and there was no avenue for him there. O'Neill. So good in those situations, O'Neill is willing to take responsibility, always makes a fair few yards. Woof, that was a tricky one for Gregory, nearly slipped out of his grasp. Now Keith Elwell, the man who's holding the world's record of consecutive appearances. Lockwood battling his way through. And you sense there's renewed vigour in the Widnes camp. Here's Elwell once more. Adams will look for the long kick. Is it going to go in? No, it's drifted out. Out of play, so it lost its meaning. Widnes 7 points, Hull 8. A real cup final on our hands now. And I wonder if we could be heading for more extra time. Norton. He'll cause a few problems, so can Topless. Good tackle, in fact, there by Cunningham. Evans trying to thread his way through those tacklers. Steve Evans in such good try-scoring form recently. 4 tries in one match, 2 in another. That was in the Premiership, this is in the Cup final. Here's Charlie Stone. And this the best attack we've seen from Hull in the second half. They're all queuing up. And it was Skerritt trying to get through. Tyndall's still going. Duke, Stone, Norton, Topless. Surely he made the try. He had. And David Topless looks like being the hero of the hour. Norton did so well to set it all up, but it was Topless who had the guts, the determination, the stamina, the drive and the inspiration to go all the way. He was not to be denied, and David Topless gets his second try of the night, and the man who won the Lance Todd Trophy when he was with Wakefield Trinity in 1979 when they were beaten by Widnes could be getting his revenge here this evening. Well, this is an important kick. It may look a simple one, but if Lee Crooks can pop it over, he'll increase Hull's advantage to 6 points, which means that Widnes would obviously have to score more than just a try and a goal. Here he is. He's made it all right. 13-7 to Hull. And I wonder if the cup is on its way to Humberside. Well, I think that one thing that has shone throughout this match is that the form of Norton and Topless has been better than that of their counterparts on the Widnes side, Eric Hughes and Mick Adams. Certainly Topless has taken his 2 tries absolutely magnificently. Penalty kick to Widnes. And a complaint there about the way that Brian Lockwood was handled. And Lockwood has certainly been in the wars this evening. So, Mick Burke now with a chance to bring that deficit back to a mere 4 points. And Mick Burke and his boots are keeping Widnes in the cup final. And we'll say that with even more conviction if this one goes between the sticks. It's a critical kick, this one, for Widnes. He must land it. And get it straight, and Mick Burke doesn't miss those. He kicks so well under pressure. It's 13-9. Mick Burke's third successful kick. So despite the fact that Hull have scored 3 tries to 1, Widnes is still alive in this match, with Burke having kicked those 3 penalties. Ironic really, the one kick he missed was the conversion. Whoops! Well, Keith Elwell certainly didn't mean that, and that roused his temper all right, but he's got to get on with the game. That was like something out of a Whitehall farce. And it's certainly given the advantage back to Hull if they get the ball out of this scrum, which they haven't. Vital scrum, that one, for Elwell to win, so he obviously showed his professionalism by keeping his cool and getting on with the job. Nick Adams, again not sure which way to go. Gregory finding Gawley on the burst. No way through for him there. It's a better looking kick from Adams, it's certainly got more length on it. So, what's the grand old man, as they call him, Clive Sullivan, going to do? Been playing 18 rugby most of the season and coaching. Still sprightly enough though. Dean at the play, the ball to Skerritt. Almost grabbed round the throat, still managed to get the ball away for Steve Evans. Did so well there, Skerritt. So setting up Hull once more. They seem to have capitalised much more on their possession. Lee Crooks. Good running by the youngster. Oh, Lee Crooks gets the kick through. Referee says play on. It might still fall if that ball doesn't go dead. Well, it's a drop out between the posts. The Hull fans feel that Lee Crooks was deliberately held back. Just 18 years of age, the first ever Great Britain Colts captain there, Lee Crooks, and he'll feel desperately disappointed there. He was thwarted, he was pulled back after the break and the kick through. Campbell, scorer of 1 try, look at him go. Still going, Gary Campbell. Made good ground, and it took all that Les Gawley knew to stop him. Tony Dean for Charlie Stone. Stone's trying to go it alone now down the middle. The ranks are massing behind him. You could get a Tony Dean drop goal coming up here if they don't score a try. Sure, they'll try and work the ball back eventually to him. Here's Norton, who's knocked on. A real buzz of expectancy among the Hull faithfuls. There's a little way to go yet, but their side are in front by 4 points. But the cup's still to be played for. Hull have got the ball. Here's Norton, he's lethal in these situations. Tried to go under the post, still going. Dean, topless. Oh, she's wonderful. Oh, he knocked on. There were 2 knock-ons, and Burke has got it back for Widnes. Well, almost a case of too many cooks there. But Hull pinning Widnes right back towards their own line, hardly giving them an inch. They're relying on the brute strength of O'Neill to get them away. No quarter asked for or given in this one. Lockwood, oh, he did so well, the old warrior Brian Lockwood. Oh, Nick Adams and Elwell, a bit of confusion there. It fell right in the end for Eric Hughes. Widnes still finding it hard to make much progress. Perhaps Cunningham can. Must have been a forward pass, that one. I think 41,000 throats told you it was a forward pass then. In fact, I think it was so forward, even the Widnes fans shouted forward.